What if I told you there's an AI agent that doesn't just help you? It literally evolves to become better at helping you specifically, not through some marketing gimmick, but through genuine machine learning, creating skills from experience, improving them through evolutionary algorithms, and building a deepening model of how you think. This is Hermes Agent by Nous Research. And in the last 7 days, it gained 38,000 GitHub stars, making it the fastest climbing repository on the entire platform. Today, I'm going to break down exactly what it does, how it works under the hood, and why the AI community is calling it the most complete open source agent ever built. First, let's talk about who built this. Nous Research isn't some random startup. They're the team behind the Hermes model family, Hermes 2 and Hermes 3, which have been downloaded over 50 million times. Their open source language models are reference points in the AI community. The company raised $50 million in a Series A led by Paradigm at a $1 billion valuation. The team includes Jeffrey Quesnel as CEO, Karan Malhotra heading behavior research, and Technium, who personally has over 2,600 commits on this repo alone. These are serious AI researchers building a serious tool. So, what exactly is Hermes Agent? At its core, it's a persistent AI assistant that runs on your own infrastructure, not on your laptop, on whatever server or cloud you want. A $5 VPS, a GPU cluster, a serverless platform like Daytona or Modal that hibernates when idle and costs nearly nothing. You interact with it through 17 different messaging platforms: Telegram, Discord, Slack, WhatsApp, Signal, email, even iMessage through Blue Bubbles. You send it a message from your phone, it executes on your server, and reports back. It supports over 200 language models through providers like OpenRouter, OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, and many more. Zero model lock-in. Switch providers with a single command. Out of the box, Hermes Agent ships with over 40 built-in tools organized into composable toolsets. For terminal execution, you get 6 different backends: local, Docker, SSH, Daytona for serverless, Singularity for high performance computing, and Modal for cloud sandboxes. For web research, there's full search and extraction using Exa, Firecrawl, or DuckDuckGo. File operations include read, write, patch, and search across your entire file system. Vision tools let it analyze images and generate new ones. The browser automation suite uses Camofox, an anti-detection browser, with persistent sessions for clicking, typing, scrolling, and taking snapshots. There's text-to-speech with Edge TTS for free or premium options through 11 Labs and OpenAI. It even has Home Assistant integration for controlling your smart home devices. Now, here's what truly sets Hermes Agent apart from every other agent framework: the closed learning loop. This has 5 components. First, agent curated memory. The agent maintains 2 persistent files: memory.md for general knowledge and user.md for your profile. It periodically saves important information across sessions. Second, autonomous skill creation. After completing complex tasks, it extracts reusable skills. Skill.md files with metadata, trigger conditions, and step-by-step instructions. These skills live in organized categories and activate automatically when relevant. Third, and this is the real breakthrough, skills self-improve during use. The companion repository uses DSPy plus GEPA, that's Genetic Pareto Prompt Evolution, which was accepted as an oral presentation at ICLR 2026. It reads execution traces to understand why things fail. proposes targeted mutations, and evaluates candidates. No GPU required, just $2 to $10 per optimization run. Fourth, session search. Full text search across all past conversations with LLM summarization of matching results. And fifth, dialectic user modeling. Instead of storing facts about you, it builds a model of how you think, your reasoning patterns, communication style, and decision making tendencies. Let me zoom into the skills system because it's genuinely novel. A skill is a skill.md file with YAML front matter containing metadata, platform restrictions, and trigger conditions. The body has step by step instructions the agent follows when the skill activates. Skills are organized into 25 plus categories, from software development and DevOps to data science, research, media, gaming, and even red teaming. There's a community skills hub where developers share skills, and the agentskills.io. Open standard means skills can work across different agent frameworks. Each skill has security scanning with 65 plus threat detection rules, size limits, and progressive disclosure to minimize token usage. The key insight is that your agent builds skills specific to your workflow over time. So, no two Hermes agents look the same after a month of use. The self evolution system deserves its own spotlight. The Hermes Agent Self Evolution repo implements a Darwinian evolution loop for your agent. It takes your agent's execution traces, the actual steps it took, what worked, what failed. It uses DSPy to generate prompt mutations and GPA to evolve them across multiple objectives simultaneously: accuracy, efficiency, safety, cost. Each generation produces better skills, better tool descriptions, and better system prompts. The system uses Git based organisms. Every candidate is a tracked version, so you can always roll back. And crucially, no changes go directly to your agent. Everything goes through a pull request for human review. This is not the agent modifying itself unchecked. It's supervised evolution with a human in the loop. The messaging gateway is another massive differentiator. From a single agent process, you can connect to 17 platforms simultaneously: Telegram, Discord, Slack, WhatsApp, Signal, Blue Bubbles for iMessage, email via IMAP, and SMTP Matrix, Mattermost, DingTalk, Feishu, Lark, Vcom, Wakesyn for WeChat, SMS through Twilio, Home Assistant events, and webhooks. It even transcribes voice memos automatically. Your client sends you a WhatsApp message. Your agent picks it up, does research, executes code, and replies, all from the same conversation context. You can also run it as an MCP server, exposing it to Claude Desktop, Cursor, or VS Code through both standard I/O and HTTP transports. For execution infrastructure, Hermes Agent supports 6 terminal backends. Local is the default, runs on your machine. Docker gives you containerized isolation. SSH lets you execute on remote servers. Daytona provides serverless sandboxes that hibernate when idle. Your agent sleeps for free and wakes up instantly when needed. Singularity is for HPC environments and research clusters. And Modal gives you cloud sandboxes with persistent file system snapshots. This means your agent's compute environment matches your needs, from a Raspberry Pi to a GPU cluster. There's also a credential pool system for thread-safe multi-key rotation with automatic failover when one API key hits rate limits. Let's talk security and multi-instance support. Hermes Agent has a profiles system. Each profile gets its own configuration, memory, sessions, skills, and gateway service, completely isolated. Run a coding assistant, a personal assistant, and a research agent from the same installation without any cross contamination. On security, there's Tirith pre execution scanning, secret exfiltration blocking, prompt injection detection in context files, the Camofox anti detection browser, and 65 plus skill security rules. There's also smart model routing bulb. Simple messages go to a cheaper model, while complex queries use your primary model. And a mixture of agents feature lets you route hard problems through Claude, Gemini, GPT, and DeepSeek simultaneously for multi perspective answers. Getting started takes one command: curl the install script pipe to bash. It works on Linux, macOS, WSL2, and even Android through Termux. After install, run Hermes to start chatting. Hermes setup for the full configuration wizard. Hermes model to pick your LLM provider, and Hermes gateway to start the messaging bridge. For developers who want to contribute, clone the repo, create a virtual environment with Python 3.11 or newer, and pip install with whatever extras you need. There's even a migration command, Hermes claw migrate, if you are coming from OpenClaw, which imports your settings, memories, skills, and API keys automatically. The project ships 5 major releases in the last 3 weeks alone, with over 200 pull requests merged in the latest version. Hermes Agent is MIT licensed, completely free, and the most feature complete open source agent I've ever seen. The learning loop alone puts it in a different category from everything else. While every other agent starts fresh each session, Hermes gets better at being your agent over time. I've put the GitHub link in the description along with a cheat sheet covering every tool, every platform, and every command you need to get started. If you want more deep dives like this on the tools that are actually moving the AI space forward, subscribe and hit that notification bell. I'll see you in the next one.